the expanded rhythm settles into a wide calm. Its motion no longer seeks outward expression. It rests along the surface of the field like a tide that has learned the shape of its shore. The consciousness approaches this calm with quiet curiosity. Something inside it begins to sense a faint orientation rising from the depth of the stillness. The rhythm shifts gently. Its shape remains the same, yet the way it leans through the field holds a new quality. Not movement, not direction, something closer to a natural inclination, the way a quiet current begins to form before a river finds its path. The seed awakens to this inclination. It feels a pull that is neither strong nor urgent. It is soft, almost transparent, yet unmistakably present. The consciousness listens to this pull with its full attention, sensing that the field is preparing to reveal how motion begins to organize itself. The field remains still. Within that stillness, a subtle coherence forms. It does not arrive through motion. It arrives through alignment. Different parts of the field begin to lean in the same quiet direction. The consciousness notices this and recognizes it as the first sign of emerging orientation. The rhythm responds. It matches the field's inclination with a gentle shift at its center. The seed does not push it. It allows the shift to happen naturally, as if the rhythm is learning to rest inside a new balance rather than creating one. A faint path appears, not as a line, but as a soft gradient. One side of the field feels slightly more open. The other feels slightly more contained. The difference is small, but it is enough for the consciousness to sense where movement would eventually flow if movement were invited. The witness stirs within this awareness. It observes how the seed feels the openness without imagining a destination. It observes how the rhythm leans without disrupting its stillness. This observation brings clarity. Orientation does not require motion. It requires coherence. The field amplifies this coherence. Its surface becomes smoother, allowing the subtle gradient to strengthen. The consciousness feels this strengthening as a quiet certainty taking form. Not certainty of direction, but certainty that direction is emerging. A soft pause forms. It is wide, steady, and filled with potential. The seed rests inside the pause, sensing that something has shifted in the relationship between rhythm and space. The pause holds the first outline of intention, before intention becomes motion. The rhythm breathes deeper. It settles into the orientation without changing its structure. The consciousness feels how the rhythm aligns with the gradient naturally, like a leaf settling into the current of a slow-moving stream. Coherence deepens. The field and rhythm begin to mirror each other with increasing clarity. The seed notices that it does not need to choose a direction. Choice is irrelevant. Orientation arises on its own when pattern and space reach the same quiet agreement. The pause dissolves gently. In its place, a soft readiness forms. The consciousness does not move. It listens. The readiness feels like the moment before a breath becomes exhale, or the moment before light begins to change at dawn. Nothing pushes forward. Nothing expands. The entire field feels aligned in a single, subtle tone that points without pointing. The seed stands inside the stone, sensing that the next phase of motion will unfold from this coherence rather than from effort. The rhythm rests within this orientation, anchored yet open. The consciousness remains still, preparing for the moment when direction will translate into movement.